You know that feeling on December 26th? The magic of Christmas morning is over, and it feels like it all vanished in a flash? Well, what if I told you that in a really ancient Christian tradition, the celebration is actually just getting started? Let's dive into this beautiful idea, the Octave of Christmas. For most of us, Christmas is one single day, right? December 25th. It's all about the presents, the family, the big meal. And then, bam, it's over. We're on the leftovers, holiday sales, and getting ready for New Year's Eve. That's just how it goes.
But the Catholic Church asks this really interesting question. What if a mystery as huge as the birth of Jesus just can't be contained in 24 hours? I mean, think about it. And that's exactly where this idea of an 8-day Christmas comes from. It's all about extending that joy.
Okay, so to get this, we have to unpack an ancient tradition called a liturgical octave. Now, I know it sounds kind of formal, but the idea behind it is actually super simple and, well, very human. Some things are just so important they deserve way more than just one day. The word octave comes right from the Latin word octavus, which just means eighth. And in the Church's calendar, it's a way of taking a huge feast and stretching it out over 8 whole days. But here's the really cool part. Every single one of those 8 days is celebrated with the same importance as the very first day. It's not a countdown to the end, it's a continuation of the party. So the Church doesn't just hand out octaves for any old feast. They're reserved for the biggest of the big deals. And the two at the very top of the list? Christmas and Easter. This just perfectly shows how they're seen as equally important. Christmas is all about the incarnation, God becoming a human baby. And Easter, that's the resurrection, Jesus defeating death. Both events are so massive, they need an extended celebration to even begin to wrap our heads around them.
So what does this actually look like? Well, for these 8 days, the Church is basically in full-on celebration mode. The Gloria, that big triumphant hymn of praise, is sung at every Mass. That's something normally just for Sundays and major feasts. All the prayers are focused on the joy of the Nativity. The priest wears white or gold to symbolize light and glory. The main takeaway is this. For 8 straight days, it is still Christmas Day.
Okay, so this 8-day party isn't just hitting repeat on Christmas Day for a week. Not at all. It's more like a journey, a kind of spiritual bridge that takes us from the manger in Bethlehem all the way to the start of a new year. And along the way, it weaves in different stories and saints who are central to the whole Christmas mystery. Let's walk through it. It kicks off, of course, on December 25th with the Nativity. But then look what happens. The very next day, the 26th, we remember St. Stephen, the first ever Christian martyr. A couple of days later, on the 28th, we commemorate the Holy Innocents, the baby boys who were killed by King Herod. And the whole thing climaxes on January 1st by honoring Mary as the Mother of God. See? It's not random. It directly connects Jesus' birth to the reality of witness, sacrifice, and incredible faith. So, that brings us to the big question. Why? Why do this? Why draw out the celebration for a full 8 days? Well, the answer really gets to the very heart of what Christmas is all about. And honestly, this quote just says it all. The incarnation. I mean, the idea that the infinite, all-powerful God of the universe became a tiny, helpless baby, that's so profound, so mind-bending, that trying to really absorb it in 24 hours is pretty much impossible. The octave gives us the time. It gives us the space to let that truth really sink in. This octave lets us just sit with this one central idea. Christmas is God's love made visible. It's God's love made tangible, touchable, and present right here with us. It's not some abstract concept anymore. It's a person. And for 8 days, that's the focus. The incredible reality that God literally entered our world to be with us. And the gifts that come from that birth, things like peace, forgiveness, and hope, they aren't just one-day gifts, you know? They're meant to last. The octave is like this beautiful reminder that these gifts are always there for us, meant to be opened and lived out long after the Christmas lights come down. So, let's just boil this all down. What's the point? 1, the octave helps us go way deeper into the mystery of the Incarnation. 2, it keeps that real Christmas spirit alive, stopping it from just ending abruptly on the 26th. 3, it connects us to the saints, showing how Jesus' birth inspired real people to live these incredible lives. And 4, it just beautifully leads us into the new year on a foundation of faith and hope. Now, how this whole thing concludes, it's absolutely brilliant. It doesn't just fizzle out. No, it ends with this powerful focus on the one person who made Christmas possible in the first place, Mary. So on January 1st,
The eighth and final day, the Church celebrates the Solemnity of Mary, the Holy Mother of God. This isn't just a random New Year's Day Mass. It's the grand finale of the entire Christmas celebration. It honors her absolutely crucial and unique role in the story of our salvation.
And this is just such a genius way to connect our faith with the actual rhythm of our lives. By celebrating Mary's yes to God on the very first day of the calendar year, it sets this tone of gratitude and trust for everything to come. It's a moment to ask for her prayers and for God's blessing of peace on the world in the year ahead. It's a start that's rooted not in resolutions that we might break, but in faith.
So, let's just end with this thought. Instead of that frantic jump from the Christmas rush straight into the New Year's noise, what if there was this week-long bridge of quiet joy and real reflection? How might carrying the light of Christmas for 8 full days totally change the way you walk into a new year?